Baby, it's 3 a.m. Had you on my mind, and it's not the first time we've gone through this.
Hey guys, Nitro back with another video. And in today's video, I got a decent, relatively good gameplay for you. Most people will call this probably gameplay most scummy, but this is what gameplay looks like playing keyboard and mouse on console. It's a lot smoother and a lot better. It actually feels genuine like Call of Duty pace, and it's actually really smoother than normal. It's really easy to use, and I got nothing wrong with it and whatnot. I enjoy using keyboard and whatnot, and a lot of people disagree with that and everything. The simple fact is, now with this Modern Warfare, you don't exactly have to buy a Zim, which was around about $250 to $300, and that was the only way you could play keyboard and mouse on console for the time being. And then introducing this Modern Warfare to the series, you can literally plug in and play any keyboard and mouse. No specifications, nothing, so it's pretty much relatively easy. I'm not making this video and saying that recommending people to use keyboard and mouse. I'm not in any way obsessing that, but like, I'm just showing you what gameplay of, because my previous videos were with controller, what gameplay looks like with me using a keyboard. And in some senses it's pretty much the same, but like better gun streaks and surviving a lot better and whatnot, movements a lot better. It just feels like the movement was built around for keyboard and mouse, but I don't recommend to anyone to actually use it because it is pretty scummy. I don't use keyboard and mouse and play against console players because that will be terrible and relatively unfair for some senses. If you are going to use it, make sure that you do have crossplay on and you are versing PC players, because it just makes it a little bit fair on everyone else on the game using console and whatnot. So you're not using a keyboard and mouse against controllers, because it's pretty much unfair, because your reaction time's a lot quicker than a controller, depending on how skilled you are using a keyboard. But yeah, I thought I'll make this video and show you guys what my game style is like using keyboard and mouse, since you've previously seen my videos and I was using a controller. So this is pretty much just an advert. Strafing with the keyboard and mouse is a lot better, as you can tell. It's a lot smoother, a lot better than console. I mean, yeah, you could do it on console, but it's not just as smoother, depending if you're like used to the game with the controller and everything. But any means, I do not recommend everyone to switch to keyboard and mouse. I don't recommend it, because I know you will annoy a lot of people on console. But if you're making a video on reactions and whatnot, then it's probably a decent thing to do. That's if people actually care about using controller, keyboard and mouse. Because I know personally, back in Black Ops 4, I didn't really like anyone using a Zim. For the simple fact is that the other Call of Duties were all controller based. This is the only COD I reckon you can play with keyboard and mouse without needing to buy this, to like actually buy like a PlayStation or an Xbox converted one. So it's really unfortunate, but like, I really like the game style and whatnot every time I use this keyboard and mouse, because it's a lot smoother, a lot better. I get a lot of decent gameplays out of it. As you can tell, this gameplay is going to be a lot decent. Nothing too insane, but like basically using it and getting used to it. This is my first game using the mouse and keyboard, so it was pretty decent to use it. But as you can tell, midway through it already, well, a quarter through it already, I'm pretty much used to the movement and everything, and aiming down sights and strafing and whatnot. It just makes it a lot easier for me personally. The simple fact is, I can't play this game on controller, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not going to play this game every time on a keyboard, for the simple fact is I don't think being a console player that's what I want to do. I don't want to convert over to keyboard and mouse for Call of Duty, because I've been using a controller for all the history and everything. But I thought I'll make a video on it because why not? Might as well show you the differences between game styles and everything, because playing with a controller, it was more passive based. With this keyboard and mouse, I'm more aggressive and passive at the same time, so it pretty much intervenes with my playstyle back in Black Ops 4, which I really enjoy, and it's the playstyle I've always had. I don't like to change my playstyles, for the simple fact is if the newer COD comes out mid 2020, hopefully theories go that it's going to be Black Ops 5. If so, that's probably nice, and I also hear that they're not going to make it into a futuristic game. It's going to go back to the Cold War like Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1, sorry, but which I find enjoyable, because for the simple fact is COD should never be futuristic, for the simple fact is not going to change. Call of Duty should be Call of Duty. It's just like Battlefield went up from 3 to 4, didn't really change much, was pretty much the same, just better graphics, different maps, different weapons, whatnot. And you got Battlefield 5, which is back in the Civil War, back when they had horses and everything and whatnot, so it's pretty dope. That's what I reckon they should do with Call of Duty, instead of going all the way up to like futuristic games such as Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 3. Those were probably the three most futuristic games. Ghost could be up there, but this I don't reckon Ghost had that futuristic aspect. It was more of like an old 80s type feel. But yet again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. So if you think Ghost is a futuristic game, then it is in your state and mind. But yeah, so coming into this game using keyboard and mouse, I just wanted to make a quick video, get a good decent gameplay, share it. But theories go that I probably won't be playing this game for much longer, because the simple fact is everyone doesn't like it. And I'm not complaining that it's a bad game and whatnot. It's just the pace and the movement isn't good, and I don't want to have to use a keyboard and mouse to make a decent gameplay, because I know most people don't want to watch some person that sucks at a game. So that's why I just want to make some decent gameplays, decent content for the viewers. The simple fact is where it's somewhat enjoyable, not just you see me die over and over again. And actually, yeah, if you guys are keen on seeing like more Modern Warfare stuff, check out my mate in the description below, Xavier. He's always on this game, making videos, streaming, anything, you name it, he's doing it. But a couple of other of my friends and mates and whatnot are getting sick of this game, for the simple fact is they don't like some aspects of the games, which in my previous video that I stated my opinion on this game. It's pretty much the same aspects and traits and whatnot of the game. We've pretty much all got the same idea and feel. We keep repeating the same stuff over and over again, like the movement, the pace, the time to kill, blah blah blah. Now I'm not bragging that Black Ops 4 was probably the best time to kill for a Call of Duty game. I'm not saying that. It's just the simple fact is going from BO4 being the longest time to kill to the quickest time to kill, which is Modern Warfare now, which is basically the quickest time to die. It is really nerve-wracking and really hard to adapt to, going from that game to this game. One thing that I wish they did, when they announced it was going to be Modern Warfare, I really hoped that they were going to make it like the Modern Warfare series, like they did in the old days, have the same movement and everything. Like the jumping and whatnot's exactly the same, but like the movement, the running and everything's not the same. I think this game was pretty much overhyped, like most Call of Duties are. everyone's entitled to their opinions. Most people didn't like Black Ops 4. Most people did. And it just basically goes back and forth and whatnot. I got nothing wrong with that. It's just because, you know, it had the name Modern Warfare, so I expected a lot more from Infinity Ward because they were the creators of the Modern Warfare series. So I was really hoping to see something really nice. Yeah, we didn't get what we wanted, but like at the end of the day, hopefully they changed some stuff. But yeah, I thought I'd make this quick video on what gameplay looks on keyboard and mouse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If so, make sure you leave a fat thumbs up. If you haven't already and you're new around here, subscribe for more. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for watching all the way through, and I'll catch you later.